I'm holding up pretty damn good.
It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear. When you have 15 people, and the 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero.
Now to the unprecedented shutdown of virtually all professional and college sports in this country.
Every player, I mean, is fighting, you know, something that's unwinnable.
I've got 45,000 employees out there that we've had to furlough. We've got to get back to work as soon as we can.
Thousands of relief centers from Pittsburgh to St. Louis and Honolulu.
It's kind of something that you realize is you're doing your people a favor if you get them furloughed first, because they're the first to the unemployment line after the severance that you give them. And it's a trick that I learned many years ago.
In Texas, 6,000 cars waited to get into this San Antonio center, many camping out overnight.
You're doing your people a favor.
This billionaire is Tilman Fertitta, who claims he is doing his workers a favor by laying them off and getting them straight to the unemployment line. Let's check in on how that's going for all Americans.
All specialists are busy with other customers. You must call back this week.
I've done that 50 times every day for 2 weeks.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Want to try again?
606.
No one at the unemployment office is answering his call either.
We are experiencing a high volume of calls at this time.
And they hung me up.
This is what Americans endure who simply do not have the funds. Fertitta, owner of the NBA's Houston Rockets, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, Golden Nugget Casinos, Landry's, and countless other business ventures equating to a $4.7 billion net worth via Forbes has. He has been dubbed the world's richest restaurateur in the category of the Gordon Ramsays and Jamie Olivers of the world. This coming from a man who spoke glowingly of Donald Trump, stating in 2017, Trump was doing a great job, and per his own words, why is America great? One reason: American capitalism.
Expanding. In some stores, now freezer sections and fresh meats also cleaned out.
The Pittsburgh Gazette captured video of hundreds of cars lining up for the Greater Pittsburgh Food Bank before it opened yesterday. Some waited 5 hours as volunteers distributed emergency supplies to 1,500 families. And then they ran out.
Nothing like good old American capitalism showing itself in the face of a pandemic. Per NPR, 17 million people have filed for unemployment, all competing with, say, Tilman Fertitta's employees that he claims he threw a bone to. In the face of a man who banned Muslims and created a crisis at the border, Fertitta told CNBC Donald Trump is a smart man and he is not going to just start deporting people.
Wrong again, Bob.
Going further, Fertitta said of undocumented immigrants, even though they are illegal and they are not allowed to work, they are allowed to collect food stamps in the United States government. Now, isn't that stupid? You can't work for this guy and pay taxes, but you can go and get food stamps. Now, are you going to tell me we are not screwed up? I mean, that's unbelievable. His estimated net worth, again, according to Forbes, now stands at $4.8 billion, making him the 44th wealthiest person in the world.
So I think we should demand that the wealthy start paying the wealthiest, top 1/10 of 1%, start paying their fair share of taxes so we can create a nation and a government that works for all of us. Yes, that's exactly what I believe.
A billionaire does not do the American people a favor via furlough. A billionaire does his part by keeping those employees on, by creating hours for those workers to feed their families and themselves, to simply afford living. A billionaire does its part by paying their taxes, not accepting 0% via a corrupt administration. A billionaire does its part by sharing its wealth and aiding the American people, not by showing off their glamorous life in the form of multiple homes, private jets, private islands, or secret bunker hideaways. Tilman Fertitta has done none of his employees a favor. The only favor he has done is show his real, true, authentic self in the midst of a global pandemic. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.